approach. We're in this Reggio-inspired approach, and a lot of new teachers want to give the children a lot of freedom. And a lot of the times those early years and early months end up with a lot of toys on the floor all over the place.
Yeah.
And teachers not sure how to encourage responsible play, and then how to clean up after the room is just a disaster because you've been giving them all of this freedom. So has that been a bit of a challenge?
Oh yeah.
It seems like you're over one of the hurdles at least.
Yeah, I was swinging back and forth, but now I'm kind of narrowing down into a happy medium.
Right. Yeah. We talked about yesterday how some of the younger children have a need to dump everything out and mix it all up and then resort it out.
And that's totally okay, yeah, as long as we maybe guide them towards sorting it back out
Keep
again.
it in a focused area of the room and not over the entire room. So that's a time when a lot of teachers, have the most trouble with this freedom and authority balance, is going from cleanup to the meeting. That's morning meeting. And then how to guide a meeting that's not totally teacher directed. So how do you clean up the room? And one thing that I think you've probably figured out is the messier the room, the harder it is to clean up. Working with those children while they're playing to make sure they're using the things intentionally, and if they're moving them to different areas, that there's an intention, and that the teacher is part of the play, or the teacher is present. So when things need to be tidied up, they don't get lost. That's like a big part of keeping the environment clean and neat and conducive to learning. So then from there you go to the meeting, and one of the things that you've been learning since you started here is that the meeting should be interactive, and that if the children kind of want to change the plan, or if the children want to take it in a different direction, you should be open to that.
Yeah, that is, today particularly was a good example of that, I feel. I started talking about the pad, and one of the children started talking about pets.
Right, which has nothing to do with it.
Nowhere.
You said something like, okay, there's going to be a PE teacher. Do you know what PE is? By the way, I have a dog that does.
Yeah. And then all the other kids just started talking about their pets too, or I don't have any pets.
Almost every child participated meaningfully to that conversation.
No animal?
No animal. Ah, me too. I have no animal. Oh, you have two?
You have one hand.
A purple hamster? Wow. I've never seen a purple.
Leon said he has a kabuto. Does anybody else have a big beetle? You do? It's the same. It's the same.
Yeah, that's big. Wow. I want to see that.
Thank you for sharing. I saw Arlene. Did you want to?
Arlene, do you have a pet?
This is an amazing conversation. Right. Yeah, I thought that was a major breakthrough in terms of the meetings I've observed you do. Is that we were able to take that one comment and turn it into a meaningful exchange between children. We've been talking about feelings a lot recently.
Yes, that was part of our...
animals is a common theme, and so it was great to see them kind of take charge of the meeting.
Yeah.
And I think it's important to stress right now that the reason we don't have an English-only policy is because we do believe in the 100 languages of children, and to get these really deep and emotional and complex thoughts and feelings openly discussed, we do need to give the children the right to communicate in whatever language they feel most comfortable in for these deep situations. If we were like, say it in English, they'd be like, ooh, dog,
and then they would
rabbit. It's not going to be the same kind.
Or they would just clam up,
yeah,
and wouldn't share anything. But it worked out really well.
Yeah, but that wasn't the only thing, because then you went on to using the pad.
Yes.
We were going to put the pad down as one of the options during the free time. And what happened there?
So I started introducing the pad, And I set it down, and we asked, how many people should we let on here at the same time? So I said, how about 2 people? And I brought 2 people over, and one of them said, well, I want more people on here.
Yeah, she said, there's only 8 of us here today. Why don't we all?
Yeah,
You
and
know.
I said, all right, let's see what happens. And I actually just sat down on the chair near the pad, and she took charge of everything.
前向いて立ってそれで匠が愛車の隣にダメだ
Mary doesn't like that idea?
で
She said, "Damn it."
それでねねがにすればいいじゃんそうしてるのかな
Who's next up? What about Asahi and Leon?
リームがシャイバーコのに立てばそれでこの上も貼ってその上も立って次の上も立てば
So can you help Asahi?
シャヒこっち行って朝日がここねね切れちゃったから
It's like what Asahi's doing, picks up a
あ
lot.
じゃあここ
Yeah. Oh, he's doing that. Wow. He's listening to
ね
Sakura.
は
Socks in right there.
真ん中ゴースト来ないで
Worked out. Then it becomes like,
あ、ダメ
and they're following her. She's leaving, they're not. They're being restricted. Everyone's kind of enjoying that.
で、たくがやってるんだから
Sakura, you're a leader. And the children were all using the pad peacefully and
Yeah.
negotiating their own rules.
Yeah.
Of course, they were using a lot of Japanese, but we were able to do all of our instruction in English.
Yes.
And we were able to narrate and interact with them while they were doing it in English. We learned that
Just as
one girl
effective.
had amazing leadership skills.
Yeah.
And I did not know that. I knew she had amazing language and verbal skills, but
Seeing her take charge
Yeah.
like that was incredible.
yeah, I mean, she's talking a lot, so she needs obviously opportunities to be a leader. And so we know that now. So that goes back to the teacher observing the children and learning about children and designing the curriculum based on those observations.
じゃんけんぽいして片方がくぐるの
Mm.